Hello student, today our topic is indices. Sometimes the question says that you need to find out index number, that's a form of indices. Exponent is another form of indices. And powers, that's another form of indices. They all have the same meanings. So first of all, you need two values, two letters or two variables, just like how we can define indices. If we have any numbers like a letters, I write down any letter A. A is a letter and it could be any value. It belongs to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 up to so on. They should be all like a positive numbers. And these things is called a power. We can say that that thing is a power. And then n belongs to set of integer and a belongs to set of natural numbers, and that's this part is called a base. So we can say that that thing is called base have the power. Now base could be anything, belongs to natural numbers, and n belongs to integer, could be a power, anything. So the natural number, what kind of natural numbers should be? They always started from the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to infinity. Undefined, because the number cannot define numbers. Same as it is in integers, there could be any values. There could be a positive number and could be a negative number. Zero, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3 up to so on. They could be a positive or could be a negative. So whenever we define our indices, we must see value of something, power something. If I write down an example in here, if I write down 3 squared, so we can say that in two ways. We can say that 3 squared, that's the one thing, or 3 has a power 2. There could be anything. Why we can write down as a power of 2? So in here 3 has power 2 means square, so 3 is multiply itself by 2 times. If 3 has a power 4, what does it mean? So it's mean 3 is multiply itself by 4 times. So 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So when any number multiply itself, so power will be added. That's its first property. If any number has a no power, is saying nothing is saying, but they must definitely, this has a power 1, 1, 1. They always have a power. If any number I write down in here, 5, what does it mean? You can write down 5 or you can write down 1. 5, 1. They must have a power 1. So now we are going to the 7 properties of indices, and then we will do some exam based question. So the first properties of indices. Or we can say that are rules. Rules of indices. Rule means definitely you have to do that, otherwise your answer will be wrong. So what rule is a first rule? I will write down first the values, and then I give you an example. Just like I've selected any numbers, there's an addition rule. Addition rule of indices only when they are multiplying. If two letters, if I write down here, there has A, I write down in A has a base and has a power m times A same base and the power m, and n and m, they both belong to set of integer, and A definitely belongs to a set of natural numbers. That sign called belong. We can select any number from that set. So now this is the first rule. If the bases are same, if I write on here, if bases same, then what we have to do with this power? We add powers. Only when both multiplying. When multiplying. First rule, bases, if the base is same, power will be added. Only one condition, when they multiply. This is the one rule. They give you an example. If I write down some question about that. If I write down anything, you have 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. They will tell you write down in index form. This is not an index form. When we write down in index form, they're going to be in a powers. So now you can see that they all has the same base. They all has power, which is 1 1 1. So when we are collecting, base is same and they're all multiplying, then what we have to do, power will be added. So they all have a power 1 1 1. So 1 add 1 add 1 add 1 add 1. So the answer will be 4 power 5. This is in index form. If I give you another example, if I write down in here 3 power 2 times 3 power 3 times 4 power 2 times 4. So now they are saying write down in index form. Here you can see that they both multiplying. The every value is multiplying, but we need to select like terms. Like term means same basis. The same basis, this we have, these two is the same basis. First we solve that one. So 3, only one. 3 has a power 2 and 3 has a power 3. Multiplying, then we added power. Times, as it is 4. 4 both have the same base. One has a power 2, one has a power 1. So we add power. That becomes 3 powers 5 and 4 power 3. This is in index form. I can explain you why this is they equal like that. If I write down here 2 power 4, or if I write down 2 power 2 times 2 power 2 is the same thing, because both have the same basis. So we can write out 2 add power add, which is 2 power 4. Or if I write down in here 2 square, what does it mean 2 square means? 2 squares is equal to 4, because 2 times 2 give you a 4. Again 2 square is equal to 4. Multiply 4 times 4 is 16, right? Same as it is, if we convert that one into a normal form, that becomes 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, because 2 have a power 4, so 2 can multiply itself by 4 times. So 2 times 2 give you 4, 4 times 2 give you 8, 8 times 2 give you 16. So both have a similar answer. One in an index form, one was in a normal form. So we going to that was a multiplication rule to add. If the value is divided, then what to do? The second rule, if I have a base like n and they are divided, or it could be like that, a power n divide m. If they both have the base same and they are dividing, then power will be subtracted. We need to take away, subtract. So that's going to be same as it is, a top powers as it is, the bottom power, if there's a positive, they will go up and subtract from the top power. So this is its form. So now we go to the example. Five power 6 divided by 5 power 2. So now first you need to see base is same. If the base is same, then we have to subtract powers. So now base same, this is 6 power, this is 2 power. Then we can write down 5 power 6 take away 2. We will get power 4. This is the answer. Or second way we can do that, 5 power 6, can you do that like that? 5 power 4 times 5 power 2 is the same thing, 6 divided by 5 power 2. So now you can see 5 squared cancel with that and you will get 5 4. This is the division rule. If the power is divided, then we subtract values. The third one is a powers. If you have any value and it has a power something and then it has a whole power something, then the answer will be power multiplied by power. We can write down here this power n times m. This is the rule. Example, 3 squared and has a power 3. So now we have a 3 squared and whole has a power 3. Then we can do that that's 3. So 3 power 2 times 3, that becomes 3 squared. This is the answer. Same as it is, we can, if something have a power, we can divide inside. Now another example, if they have a different values. The fourth one, if they have a different value, if I write down A times B times C, they have 3 values, different values, and it has a power n. So this n power will distribute every number, A power n, B power n, and C power n. Example, 2 times 3 times 5 has a power 2. So it's mean each value have a power 2. So 2 power 2 times 3 power 2 times 5 power 2 also. So now you can, if they leave it as it is, like an index form, just leave as it is, or otherwise you can solve it like a square 4 times 9 times 25. You will get the value. So the fifth one is if any number has a power 0, they must equal to answer 1. This question always come in exam paper, always. So now any number, if I write down in here, example, if I write down a number 9 power 0, what is the answer? The answer is equal to 1. If I write down 243 power 0, what is the answer? Answer is 1. If I write down 1 minus 1, 0, 3, 4, any number, it whole has a power 0, then answer is again 1. This is a 1-2 marks question. They will always comes in an exam. So the next one, and as you know that with that link to 1 has any power, give you a 1. Obviously 1 power anything is give you a 1. The sixth one, if any value, just like I write out power, is negative. If it has a power negative, then how to convert that power into a positive? We can change the sign and then we can take the value in the denominator. Like that becomes 1 over a power n, positive. So if I write on example, can I find out 5 minus 2? Find this value. So 5 power is minus 2. Can you find out? No, you cannot find out the value. So then you have to first use indices law or rule, which you have to convert that power into positive, 1 over 5 squared. Now it's more easier. So that becomes 5 times 5, which is 1 over 25. This is the answer. So now we are going to the exponent, like a squared root of anything. If I write down here, 7th rule, if they has a power any and that has 1 over n, n could be anything, or they can write down in a root sign like that. If I write down here, they said that 25 square root, or they will write down 25 power 1 over 2. So how to define that one? So they said that 25 power is like that. So how to define it? Same as it is. This means 25 that can written in the form of 5 times 5. So that becomes 5 squared. And you know that square root cancel with square, so answer is 5. Or the second way, you can say that 5 squared whole power is. So now you can remember the third rule. If there has a powers, then we multiply both powers. So 5 2 times 1 over 2. So that cancels. So 5 power 1, which is 5 answer. This is the answer. These are the 7 rules. So we have to stick on these ones. So now we are going to the exam based questions. So which represent like another one. You need to remember, if any value in both sides, sometimes they give you an values like functions. If a has a power n and a has a power 2, they will tell you find out the value of n. So when base same, when bases are same, then and they are in equal sign between these values, then powers also equal. If the base is same, power will be equal. The n is equal to 2. This is our answer. This is one condition. Second condition is opposite to that. If the powers same, then bases will be equal. If I write down, that's an x power 3 equal 3 power 3. If the powers same, then base is equal. So x is equal to 3. This is the answer. These kind of questions are the exam based. I will write down the proper question, so that might more help. It said that 2 power a is equal to 16. Find value of a. You have to find the value of a. So now in here you can see that 2 power a and 16. How we can define that? First of all, write down that number. 2 power a is equal to 16. Break that 16 into a parts. So how many 2's go to a 16? 2 times 8. One thing. So how many 2's goes to a 8? 2 times 4. And how many is? We go 1 2, we go second 2. How many 2's goes to a 4? 2 times 2. So how many 2's we have? 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2, 16. Can we write down this 16 in the form of 2 times 2 times 2 times 2? So we got here, how many 2's are there? 4. So 2 have a power 4. So now we, last rule, if the base is same, power will be equal. So a is equal to 4. This is our answer. So another one. They will give you a value like they has given a is equal to x plus y and b is given 4 5, b is equal to x y and power this. They are asking find out the value of a and b. Find values of a and b, where x is equal to and y value is given x4 and y is 5. They are given. This is the question. So we need to solve out. Here you can see that a has value 2 values. First I write down here. A has x power 4 plus y. So what is the value of x? X has a value of 4. So 4 power 4 times. What is the value of y? Y has a power of 5. 5 power 5. Then you need to work out that value. That's the addition in there. 4 times 4 16. 16 times 4 is 64. 64 times 4 is 256. And 5 times 5 is 25. 125. 625. And 5 5's. The power will be 5 power 5. 3125. So then we added these values. So added these values, so that becomes 3125, 256, that becomes 11, 7 8, 3 3. So 3 3 8 1. Secondly, again as it is the b, what is x for? 256 times 3 1 2 5. Then multiply these values both together times y by 3 1 2 5. Yeah, now you get the answer here. That's an exam based question. So there is another one. If I write down a value of in the other form, so if they say that find other value, so if they write down in value y, yeah, and it has a power 3, and they are asking 81. So they are asking, can you find out the value of y? Find the value of y. So now same as this, y power 4, 81 can be written in the form of 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9, 27 and 81. y4 is equal to 3 4. So y is equal to 3. This is the answer. So this is the answer. So we have done in both way. So these all the questions and explanations and rules, these all belong to an index. So if you have any problem, please write down in the comments. Alright, thank you.